So lots of excitement in today's full day of eating. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be reviewing a video by Muscle and Strength. They did a full day of eating with Sadik Hadzovic. I don't know what percent chance I said that right, but that is a tough name to pronounce. I'm going to go over his full day of eating, and I'm going to cover the topic. Is he natural? We're going to find out. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into meal one. So he opens the door, and all I can see is white everything. White walls, white staircase. He even has a white t-shirt. I even have this video on pause, and it's white. I'm not kidding. It's white. Everything is white. He even has a white picket fence. Even meal one's in white. He even has a white van and a white garage door. This is the whitest video I've ever seen in my life. I see he's got a little cat, a little kitty. Kitty's not white.
Meal one, first meal of the day. What we have here is 5 egg whites.
Shocker, egg whites for breakfast. Well, everything's white now, isn't it? But actually, he is gonna add in an egg yellow. He's having 6 ounces of potatoes, and he's eating some red meat. Finally, something of a different color.
6 ounces of red potato.
And he says they're red potatoes, but to me, they're freaking white. Red potato. Why do they call them red potatoes when they're actually white?
And the reason we got red meat is because I like to train early in the day.
Just eat a balanced meal of everything, and you can't go wrong. Whether he's training, not training, I think it's a good idea to eat a balanced diet.
And I forget that people don't know what 6 ounces is because not everyone weighs their food. So one good rule of thumb that I told him was the palm of your hand is usually 3 to 4 ounces.
I don't think that's a good way to do it. You really should weigh your food. Shaquille O'Neal's palm-sized meat portion probably be a pound. Or you might have some little ballerina that's next to nothing. Everyone's palm size changes and differs, just like everyone's arm size in other extremities is not the same. Some people's are bigger than others, at least according to my girlfriend. I don't really know, but yes, I actually do.
Is that recording? I better make sure.
I already did this video once and it didn't record, so.
Now, if I had a chicken breast the size of my hand on a plate, that's a heck of a lot more than 6 ounces. So definitely weigh your freaking food until you have control over it and you understand it. Most people have no idea what ounces, grams, kilograms, or pounds are. There's 28.35 grams in an ounce. There's 16 ounces in a pound. People don't know what's in what. Trust me, people can't convert kilograms to pounds, inches to centimeters. Nobody understands basic math. So overall, this meal is awesome. It's great. I would eat this meal. It tastes delicious. Now, usually I have French toast for breakfast, but there's no reason that instead of eating your carbs from bread, you can't eat them from potatoes. Even Dr. Eric Berg would agree.
And I'm being sarcastic.
Although he would say you're a moron for eating either because he thinks they're really bad for you. But he would say, hey, in moderation, it's okay every now and then. I'd say eat it every freaking day.
So my whole life I've been a very stubborn gainer. It's hard for me to put on muscle or weight or any kind of muscle mass whatsoever.
Yet he looks like a freaking freak. He has muscle everywhere. He's shredded. He's on the Olympia stage. Do y'all believe he has bad genetics, that he's a hard gainer? If he in fact was a hard gainer and used PEDs, he still wouldn't look like this. You think that's natural? Are you kidding me? Everyone and their dog, cat, and pig knows he's not natural. So why are you asking me to do a natty or not video on somebody that you absolutely are positive they're not natty? But I'm only right 99.6% of the time. So there is, in fact, a small percent chance that I'm wrong, but not in this case.
So what I started doing early on in my career was 30 grams of carbohydrates with 1 scoop of branched chain amino acids, sipping on it during my workout to help keep me full and give me great pumps.
And I don't actually think that Sadik thinks that you think he might be natural, and I don't actually think that he thinks that the 30 grams of carbs is helping him grow. But he said it in this case, and I'm just wanting to point out that no, having a 30-gram intra-workout is not gonna help you grow muscle if you have shitty genetics, and even if you have amazing genetics. It's not why he looks the way he does. The hard work, dedication, and years of training, that's why he looks like this. Not the 30 grams of carbs he had in his intra-workout. And I noticed that about a lot of freaky bodybuilders. I think that they think it's an insult for them to tell people that they have great genetics. Everyone wants to say, hey, it was the hard work that did it. Of course it's the hard work, but it's also the fact that you have amazing genetics. I have amazing genetics. Sadik's genetics are better than mine. So if mine are amazing, his are better than mine. Does it sound like he had a hard time putting on muscle? No, he in fact has a very easy time putting on muscle. No one looks like this guy that has a hard time putting on muscle, even with PEDs. People who have a hard time putting on muscle that struggle to put it, even with PEDs, will never look like this. And look at this guy curling and flexing. Does he look like he's having a hard time putting on muscle? Seriously, come on.
All right, guys, post-workout, meal number 2. This is my go-to meal. I always start off with a Gatorade, of course, but what I'm usually eating is jasmine rice with 8 ounces of chicken breast.
There's nothing wrong with eating at 11 a.m. here, but you don't have to rush. If you wanted to wait till 11:30 or 12 o'clock, that would absolutely make no difference. Just think, he had 30 grams of carbs in a BCA while working out, and he had steak, slow digesting protein, egg whites, a bit faster digesting protein. Obviously, the steak hasn't been digested yet, so it's still gonna be working in his system, and he doesn't need to panic and say, oh, I need this protein right after the gym. So what is he eating? Chicken and rice and a Gatorade, which is going to replenish more of the energy that he burned off during this extensively hard workout, which probably burned 200 calories. So you got to have that Gatorade in there. But where's the broccoli, Sadik? There is no freaking broccoli because he doesn't need it. Although I would prefer to see more vegetables, but guess what? You don't need vegetables in every single freaking meal, okay? Chicken, broccoli, and rice. That's the typical meal that you see from all the bodybuilders. I was expecting to see chicken and broccoli and rice come up here. It's chicken and rice.
I got a lot of heat from my last video because I didn't chop up my chicken breast. I just pretty much like ate the chicken breast in one piece. So all you guys in the comment section, you can see I actually chopped up my chicken breast this time.
I eat a chicken breast like that. The whole chicken breast and eat it. Who has time to cut all their chicken? Your teeth are there for a reason. We've evolved to chew meat. It's not that complicated. We didn't evolve to have a friggin' fork and a knife, but you certainly can chew a chicken. So why are you changing how you eat just because the fans are saying, oh, you should have cut your chicken and you changed the way you're eating now? Be you, do what you want. You can be a circle. You can eat chicken without cutting it if you want, don't you know?
There's nothing more than I love doing is just eating my meals fresh at home, but today we're rather busy, so I had to plan this before the gym, package it up, eat it right away.
So no, you don't need to eat it right away. You can wait. Is there anything wrong with this meal? No, if you like it, go ahead. If you're freaking dieting and you're hungry, this is not going to fill you up, however. So what's my advice? Eat some more low-calorie dense foods after the gym. Make sure it keeps yourself full, because if you're starving, like I am right now because I only had 4 wraps and friggin' French toast for breakfast and it's almost supper time, I need meal 3 soon, then make sure you're full, because Grillin's coming to punch you. Grillin's starting to punch me in the face here right now, making me really angry and hungry. Don't get to that point. Eat so you're full. So he's driving a BMW. I personally prefer a Mercedes.
After that, we're gonna eat, rest, eat, and then we're gonna rest and eat, all right?
So lots of excitement in today's full day of eating. Coach Greg, he doesn't rest and eat. He works and eats and then works and eats and works and eats while working, typically, actually. I actually always work while I eat. I rarely just eat. I'm always working. And then I ride my bike and I lift weights. So I do other things too. Shocker, it's a white car. Boy, this guy likes the color white. But he is wearing black.
Where's the light?
So he is wearing black pants and a t-shirt, but he's driving up to his white car, and so he does like a variety of colors. I think white is his favorite. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the color white, but it just really stuck out to me watching this video.
And get in meal number 3.
And he parks the car, he's got the... Why is the light doing this?
You will know when you are calm.
Now, technically, the house is blue, and the garage door is white, and the trims are white. So it's not technically all white.
And it's just chicken and broccoli, but heck, chicken and broccoli always works.
And meal 3 is chicken, and you guessed it, broccoli. Chicken and broccoli with no rice. Last meal was chicken and rice. Now it's chicken and broccoli. We got rid of the rice. Doesn't eat those carbs anymore probably because he ate plenty earlier in the day and he trained earlier in the day. So likely backing off on the carbs now because he don't need that much energy at this point.
Bodybuilders have been doing this for years.
You're allowed to use technology to better yourself, okay? So technology has changed. So now that we know more about science and nutrition, we are allowed to eat French toast. Even though bodybuilders didn't eat French toast back in the day, you can eat that now. You can have protein pancakes, you can have wraps. You can buy my freaking cookbook and eat the way you like. You don't need to eat chicken and broccoli and rice all the time, or any combination of that. And he says he likes vegetables, so do I. Nobody that I've ever met on this planet in my lifetime has ever eaten more vegetables than me. It's possible that out of the 7 billion people on this planet, although probably not likely, that somebody eats more vegetables than me. Probably not, but it's possible. So yes, you can eat vegetables, I get it, and I like vegetables myself, but I do it to feel full. It helps a lot, I'm not starving all the time. It helps a lot, I'm not starving all the time. Maybe I look down a little earlier there, editor people. Right, babe? I don't know what you're going on. The editors hate it when I look down. Why? Because I want to watch the video and then I look down possibly a half a second too soon. And so they might see me looking down at the camera before. They don't like that.
8 ounces of chicken, and we're gonna about to have a handful of broccoli.
I say go for 2 handfuls on the plate at least. The more the merrier. The bigger the better, why not? It's low calories. Low calorie dead food. Have as much of that as you want.
My favorite meal of the day, with the exception of breakfast, meal number 4.
And his favorite meal of the day, with the exception of breakfast, aka my second favorite meal of the day, for those of you who are less intelligent. And he has a pool with, why is that light changed every time I look? Oh, it's good now. And he has a pool and actually has blue water. I was expecting it to be white. Don't know why, but it's actually not a white pool.
This is about 10 ounces right here. We're only gonna eat 7 ounces.
And Sadik, he doesn't have laser eyes like me. That steak was clearly 11.5 ounces. He said it's 10. You look at the steak, it's 11.5 ounces, Sadik. You said it was 10. You gotta give more accurate information in these videos.
And I'm being sarcastic.
His exciting meal here is 7 ounces of steak and 60 grams of carbs from grits. Exciting! He could have had porridge, he could have had oatmeal. I would have had popcorn. Man, I would have liked that popcorn. Imagine steak and popcorn for meal 4. Imagine how much more he could like his diet if he was to throw in all these delicious foods that he probably isn't aware of that he can actually have. There's nothing wrong with any of these meals. It's just that you don't have to be that restrictive. You don't have to eat what you can predict a bodybuilder would eat. If you were to close your eyes and said, name the foods that a bodybuilder would eat, you probably would have listed everything Sadik's eating. So it's not that there's anything wrong with that diet. It's just that you don't need to actually eat that way. It's not a necessity. And if you don't eat that way, and if you stray from that, eat popcorn, it doesn't mean you're any less of a bodybuilder. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person either if you eat like a bodybuilder. I'm just saying you don't need to. Okay, so his meal at 9 p.m., meal 5, is a hot potato mixed with 50 grams of protein. That's right, he's going to put a potato in a shake and blend it up. Now, what do I think of that? Why not? The friggin' great idea. I put bread in a blender, so why can't he put a potato? Bread and potato, Dr. Berg says they're equally horrible for you, so why not do this? And he heats it up first. So maybe he likes a warm shake with a warm potatoy flavor. I don't see anything wrong with that. It seems silly, but I've done crazier things, so I support his ingenuity.
So it's a sweet potato peanut butter cookie flavor protein shake.
The difference between a sweet potato and regular potato, as Dr. Berg pointed out, is a sweet potato has way more sugar because it's sweet. It has a whole 3 or 4 grams of sugar. Oh my goodness, instead of 1 gram of sugar. Look, that's virtually not a difference. It doesn't matter. There's no change there. Sweet potato, regular potato, jam that in your shake and drink it if you want. Put jam in it too, but low calorie jam. Do what you want, make it taste delicious.
Meal number 6, guys. It is 7 egg whites, 1 whole egg. I got some broccoli.
And
Waiting for the light to catch up. Yes. Good job, camera.
And meal 6, 11 p.m. right before bed, last meal before bed. 6 egg whites and a yellow. And guess what? Broccoli again, because it's so delicious. And 2 Ezekiel friggin' slices of bread. Ezekiel whole wheat, white, regular ass bread. Who friggin' cares? It's all the same. And the man's eating potatoes all the time. Potatoes and bread, as you know, are about the same in terms of nutrients and how good they are for you. So it's a simple, plain, normal diet. Could I follow this diet? Yes, I could follow this diet for a few months, maybe. I couldn't eat that way year round. Do I think he's suffering? No, he seems to like what he's doing quite a bit. I don't think it's any bad for him. So yeah, I don't think his last meal before bed is terribly exciting, but he likes it and he can stick to it, so no big deal, good on him. I'm not sure if he's dieting for the Mr. Olympia right now, or if this is an off-season meal plan. He looks pretty freaking shredded, so I would say he's probably eating to at least maintain a very lean physique, or he's cutting for a show. He's eating quite a few calories, but he's got good genetics, so good on him. I think it's an excessive amount of protein, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with consuming that much protein. It's not dangerous or harmful. Eating a lot of protein is more satiating. It's likely keeping him full longer, having him prevent being excessively hungry. And he's eating plenty of fat and carbs, and he looks like he has tons of energy. He looks incredible. Clearly it's working. He doesn't seem to be suffering. He had plenty of energy as he was talking the video. He had a great workout. So he's doing the right thing. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFB Pro. Hopefully you liked the video. Bloop it up too, way over there. Be sure to watch those. And until next time, I'm out.